Of course, everyone knows the Evangelist theme song to Chariots of Fire. Some of you, who are older than I at least, have probably, you may even have memories of seeing this when it came out in 1981. Anyone who was born after like 1990, you've probably never bothered watching Chariots of Fire. You just probably assume it's one of those sentimental, silly sports movies of an iconic theme song that likely hasn't aged well. It's just something, one of these formulaic sports movies or whatever, and that the reason it won all the awards at this time was just part of this kind of, bandwagon fervor, Oscar bait, just typical. It's the kind of thing you see getting nominated in the 90s and 21st century. Just, yeah, whatever. There's no reason to ever really check out Chariots of Fire. Well, I'm gonna put all my cred on the line here. This might actually be a genuine filmic masterpiece. The hype was right. We've forgotten how brilliant this film accomplishment was. This is not just a cliche formula, even if on paper it is. In execution, it is a genuinely expert, precise use of the medium. It simulates the character's mental strife and successes absolutely brilliantly. It transmits their, what Goddard, term he employed in his great Wrong Man review, it transmits the data of consciousness as well as any film I've ever seen up to the year 1981, perhaps. Or right up there. Really smartly edited for the sake of tension. I recently referred to Ang Lee's Sense and Sensibility as having the flavour of someone not born in the UK's perspective on why one could appreciate or enjoy those high, kind of vaguely culturally patriotic, UK period dramas. I speak as someone who's not born in the UK and can enjoy some of these films. I think something like Chariots of Fire, it demonstrates why those born in the UK, why they love their country. Even someone who was considered an outsider by some born in the country. I have to say, I think a lot of the hype surrounding this film at the time was not just that it was a sentimental sports film, but that it was a grand employment of the medium, and it utilized many of the traditional, I guess, genre VFX-ish heavy techniques and technology innovations applied to the cinema since its inception and since the holistic realization of the feature film in the mid-1910s. And Chariots of Fire was an expert, glorious, inspired realization of everything the medium is capable of as of 1981. Direction, acting, editing, soundtrack, cinematography. Chariots of Fire might very well be a masterpiece, I could claim. Go back and watch Chariots of Fire. Imagine one of your precious favourite auteurs directed it. Yeah, all of a sudden it's pretty genius, isn't it? This was Hugh Hudson's debut feature. It is an absolutely extraordinary achievement.